system, second radiator in the back. Everything's got fluid, it's all working. It's got a pump in the back, 2 water pumps, mechanical factory one as well as an electronic one in the back. It's hooked up directly to the alternator and it runs off of switch. I have a fusible link and a relay in there. It is good. The catch pan, everything's on it. Hitch, all that's taken care of. So he's just worked on startup a little bit, getting this thing idling and running good on the 91 tune, because the 91 tune we really just did drivability and it was already warmed up. So we're trying to get this thing to where it starts and wants to do everything while it's cold as well as warm. The other day I couldn't get the car to run unless I had the fuel pump off because it was so rich. So it would run and I was able to drive it off the So it would run and I was able to drive it off of the all-wheel drive dyno, but I had to have the pump off and it was a chore. Man, does it look good though. I need to get these front fenders painted up. My buddy is definitely going to do all that and fix the fiberglass and stuff, but with the time frame we had, I wasn't able to get it all done. He could have got it done by the end of this month, but we leave the 29th. It would have been close. And I didn't really want to deal with all of it and get them dirty, trying to get them all put on and frustrated. You know, when you're in a rush last minute, you mess things up. So we're gonna come back and we're gonna get them done right. I still need to get this breather hose actually made. That is just rubber. So that is just, we rigged it so we could do this tuning and then start up, get this thing set up because we need to start driving it. And Jamie's gonna come back tomorrow or Sunday with 5 feet of hose. We're out of hose right now and we'll be able to get that line all finished up and the breather stuff all done. It's coming along really, really well. I got the cigarette lighter wired up and so that'll be coming up next. We're gonna start charging stuff off of that and doing all that. I'm excited. The trailer out here, trailer's coming along really, really well. Austin was here yesterday, he cut me up all the wood. I need to get the wood off, unbolt it. I've got the coolest, we had the coolest idea, guys. So I got these eye bolts and we use these eye bolts to bolt it all down. So we have strap points on the top and bottom as well as these bars. So I'm gonna get the wood out, we're gonna paint the wood up, and then I'm gonna also take the frame off and paint the frame up. Jordan wants to add some gussets to these wheels because you guys are stressing them out. The trailer does have suspension, everybody. It's got leaf springs, and we're gonna change the wheels. So we're gonna put actual Honda wheels on it. I'm thinking about the old wheels that were on the front of Gordo's car, just some primes. They're Honda wheels, same lug pattern and everything, but they're better load bearing, they're bigger, the wheels will spin better, everything's just nicer about it. So we're gonna do that, and then the trailer will be pretty much there. I got some LEDs wired up, one more LED I need to wire. I need to wire this one in the middle, but I'm gonna wire that one to like a switch or something so I can turn that one on and off. I got one up front here to show off the coolness, and then I got some on the sides and one on the back, so it'll have some sick underglows while I drive and everything. I need to cut the zip ties, and I was gonna use this red duct tape to just wrap all the wires up and tape all the wires up in red so it all ran nice and good and clean, and I just like that in my head. Yeah, man, so we've been kicking butt, got a lot going on, and come along and enjoy the rest of the day with us because we've got a lot going on. All right, here we go. Yeah, we made it. We've got a couple things we need to work out, but it is charging. Yeah. Our battery's just a little low. Well, guys, we made our trek to the McDonald's not far from the shop, and we're doing it. We're sure working it out. Our first short little, hey you! Our little trek here, trying things, checking things, and we're gonna get some food and then head back to the shop. But man, it looks good. Whew. Like it. I'm digging it too. I love it. Well, here we go. Yep. Make our way back to the shop. All right, guys. How does it start all right? We'll find out. You gotta turn the pump on. It's dead. Well, our mission needs a little work. We killed the battery. We already killed the battery. Well, I mean, we didn't leave with it at 100%, but we didn't drive very far. No. And we've got 800 miles to go, so, and make some passes. Woo! Let the challenge begin. I'm hooked up. right guys, so we have been going crazy. I got the pan all off of it and just got back from my test drive. Sheesh. Definitely doing some numbers on the hood. But all right, so we just changed the alternator out. We put a single cam D15, D16 alternator on here. And so we did have to put an exciter wire. We did have to change some things up. But now this thing charges at all of the volts. So we just took it to McDonald's and the battery pretty much died on us because we left here with it already really low battery. And then we got there and we needed a jump start. Luckily Brad and Austin saw us, they followed us, they jumped us. It helped. So we got it all back and we got it in the air and we looked at it and the bracket was pretty much the same for a single cam one. We put it on there and the spacer we had for that alternator just came off, and then the alternator with the single cam one didn't need the spacer because of how thick it is. So it just went right on and everything just worked up perfectly. So then we drove it on the lift here and the other alternator kind of barely kept it around 12 volts. Struggled, barely kept it there. And this alternator we just tested with the lights running, the fans running, the secondary water pump, everything was going. I tapped the brakes, was pressing the brakes, hit turn signals, hit the horn, everything that could pull power was pulling power, and it was still holding 12.8, 12.9, 13.1 volts. When we first turned on the secondary water pump, it chugged down and loaded up, went down to about 12.8, and then it came back up to 13, and the alternator did its job, and I'm really excited. This thing's gonna work, man. So we're gonna get out there, and there's a few things we got to work up. Cold start up and all that, definitely some bugs, but we'll get it all figured out. I'm excited. This is gonna be huge, guys. This is gonna be huge. All right, so I'm changing out my trans fluid right now. It's pretty much had that fluid in there since IFO. I did, you know, some of it did drain out when I was working on the T-case and stuff, but I collected it and I put it back in, you know. So changing that out. My dad's working on putting switches in here. We're setting up the pumps lower stage because right now I just have it running on high all the time, and he's putting a switch in so we can turn it off and put it on low and high because it's going to help a lot with the pump gas. Jordan just got here and he is putting some gussets on the wheel bars for all you guys that are stressing about it. We're not really too worried, but for your peace of mind, we're taking care of it. And we're going to put some gussets on the bottom here. All right, so trans is back full, good clean fluid in it. Let's think. My dad's tucking up the wiring, working on that. He's got that pretty much done. Jordan's got all the gussets and everything welded, all done. Thing looks sick. So I need to run and get some sealer and paint and stuff. So paint this up. Thinking I'll paint it white and then the logos and stuff blue. The car accents, I'm trying to work towards blue seat belts and stuff. You know, the staging brake handle is blue. I got a bunch of black and blue fittings. Just kind of like, I'm working towards that. The trailer, I've cleaned up a lot of the wiring. I need to wire it a little bit more, but it's getting really close. I'm liking how things are coming, and we need to start driving this thing and checking it and loading it up and stuff. So that's what we're working towards. We made a little battery tie down so that one can't fly off or anything, and it's solid on there, and I gotta tighten that up as well. But yeah, I'm pumped. This is really cool. I'm glad we are coming along. All right guys, so we just got back from a drive, and it did great. We were charging, hanging out with the headlights on. It kind of took some voltages for sure. I need to fix the relay on this left driver blinker. It stopped blinking, so got to figure that one out. It charged though, it worked, stayed cool, super cool. We killed the switch for that fan over there on the second radiator in the back, but we'll get a new switch on there. Bunch of little things though. It did really good. We didn't have the trailer behind it, but it drove smooth, sounded great, felt great. We filled it up with gas. We took care of all the business, and I'm really impressed. So we got a few things left to do. Jamie's gonna come back from Florida with some lines so I can finish that and do that all right, and
make it goofy proof.
Make it goofy proof, yeah. Yep. I'm excited though. Got to take Jordan for a ride. We've been trying
sick, man.
Trying for that since high school.
Yeah, pretty much.
For like 23 and old now.
Man, we've been talking for...
Yeah, it's 2016, 2015. I got the CRX. We're juniors. It's crazy.
But I remember the day it showed up at the old
It's
shop.
the old shop, man.
Yeah.
There's just nothing. And we're like, we're gonna build that.
We're gonna build this car.
I was telling my buddies he was building it freshman year.
Yeah, Steven's a
not?
I
freshman.
was telling my buddies that Shane was building this.
That's
Yep.
crazy, man.
That's nuts. Now we're all graduated. Steven's got a monster of his own that I'm gonna have to smoke.
I tell you
Yeah,
what.
stay ready. I'm gonna put the line off the bottom of the gate when I race you.
Do the same thing.
That light, that sun behind you is evil, man. All right, though. I'm gonna pull this sucker in. We're gonna get the drive shaft and the alternator pulley off so we can get a one-piece one machine and made a little bit bigger so it just charges a little bit better, and we're gonna keep moving forward. Drivability and everything is a little finicky. We took the pump off of the high set. We took the pump off of the high setting for drivability on the 91 and stuff, but it's still just really rich with the fire hose of fuel we have behind this thing. So we've got to mess with that a little bit, but it's going to change when we go to Florida. It won't be as rich, and it might be a little bit easier to control. So we got some things to play with, some things to figure out, but it's coming along really, really well. Charges pretty good. When we start going in first gear and second gear, the thing charges like 14s. It's got some good spikes to it. It's going fast. Up 1-to-1 in fourth, it's kind of just chilling, you know, 13-1, 13-0, just hanging out 13s, and that's where we need it. Depending on how much night driving we got, it does come down a little bit to mid-12s at night with the lights on and stuff, but we're gonna get it all situated and figured out. We're making a bigger pulley for the drive shaft right now, just a little bit bigger, like a 1/2 inch diameter overall, and I'm just so pumped up, man. It's gonna be awesome. All right, guys, so I painted the trailer. Check that out. I need to do the wood still, and I got a flag. So I need to do an actual flag mount. This thing's just propped in here. It's pretty solid though, the way it's propped, but it'll definitely fall out on the road. I got a cool little tag in there along with all of this. So it's all white, red down here. Show you guys something cool real quick. I don't have all of the lights grounded. I need to ground 2 more, but oh, and I need to put a fuse in it, but this one down here is working, so that's pretty tight. And one stack, we'll put a fuse in and get the top one. All right, guys, so this thing is lit up, so I'm gonna run a piece of tape over that and that edges just to keep it a little bit dulled. But look how trick that is, dude. Oh, it's so sick. So I gotta go get some white duct tape so I can clean that up top. Got the one right here. Probably put a piece of duct tape over these holes just because I'm in duct taping everything. It's fun. I enjoy it. Lights work. The left turn signal, I gotta fix the I'm not sure what exactly happened, but I think it just came unplugged on the relay itself. Let's look. I gotta fix this switch because it died. Relay, yep, came unhooked. I need to zip tie these guys up so they stay hooked up, but yep, so I got LED bulbs that should be here on Tuesday, but for now we got this thing all lit up, blinking, set up. Flashes the back one. Perfect, dude. Then you go up the other way, we got our tweaker blinker. Does that one and this one. We got the ambers flashing inside there. Heck yeah, guys. So super excited for what's coming. We got these lights all around. This thing's gonna be looking so good going down the road. I'm excited to get some actual Honda wheels on this thing and change it up. It's gonna be epic. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below. I appreciate everything you guys have been doing, watching all my videos, staying tuned in. It's so great. Make sure you guys go to the website. You can get some of these PFIspeed banners like I've got on my CRX there, PFIspeed.com, and check those out. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe down below. This is GoofyBuilt, and peace out.